Hey there, Team Derp here. Just making another video about the F-117 Nighthawk, because there's been some major news breaking out about it with two main key pieces. One is that it's going to be a squadron vehicle where you can purchase it for, I think, 7,500 Golden Eagles, and the other is the battle rating that it's going to be at least in air realistic battle, which is 8.7, which I don't know about you guys, but I think that's a terrible place to put it, because you are right smack dab in the middle of aircraft going subsonic and supersonic and just starting to get into missiles. So it's either going to be completely useless or completely broken OP as a bomber, because the way that they develop and use the stealth technology that it has will have a very, very key aspect on how good or bad it's going to be. Because if the stealth works like it theoretically should, then nothing will be able to shoot it down with a missile or be able to get any sort of radar lock onto it. That includes ground, because if it's at 8.7 ground, then what's the ground supposed to do? I mean, SPAA at that point, I believe, are still using machine guns, but there's some, I believe, early radar and all that, and I think you're at Pattons and T-55s and maybe T-62s, and then you got Leopard 1s and ever such stuff like that. But I mean, what are you supposed to do against this thing? Because it's not a great aircraft for War Thunder, because it's not really it's a bomber, but at the same time they're just probably going to classify it as a fighter, which I'm not going to understand because it has no offensive capabilities whatsoever. But this also has implications for future aircraft, especially with American bombers, because there is a lot of American bombers that are missing because, believe it or not, they didn't end with the B-57 Canberra, which technically wasn't even a U.S. design. That's a British design. So the last American bomber is technically the B-29 in the game, which is just not true, because after the B-29 there was the B-36 Peacemaker, the big 6-engine propeller aircraft, the biggest ever bomber, I believe, ever produced. So it also dropped nukes, but I mean, nukes really aren't in the game unless you get an incredible game in ground. But you have that. You have the first true jet bomber, the B-47. You of course got the B-52. You also have fun ones like the B-58 Hustler, which I believe is the fastest bomber ever made, by quite a margin, because I think it did well over Mach 2. I can't remember if it reached close to Mach 3 or not. I don't think so, but it's still one of the fastest bombers ever made. And then you also have the really funky one, which is the XB-70 Valkyrie, which was supposed to be the B-70, but that just never got off the field. There was two prototypes made, but it never went into mass production. Anyways, back to the point, where are you going to put these aircraft? Because now you have the F-117 here, which is technically a bomber at 8.7, and I believe the B-29 is at 7.7, and it most of the time does not have very much fun at 7.7 because you're going against jets that can go up to its altitude very quickly, and they will shoot you down. You might shoot them down, but they will definitely shoot you down before you can even get close to your target. So, where are you going to put the natural progressor, the B-36? Where would you put that? Would you put it at 9.0? Because it's no faster than the B-29, and it's a lot bigger than the B-29. So it would just be an easy pickings for anyone with any sort of missiles. You also have the B-52, which also didn't... Well, it's a lot faster, but it's still huge. It's a huge target. It doesn't really have that much in the way of missile defense or anything like that. So, where would you put that? The B-58 is about the only one that could theoretically make sense, because it could just be like, I believe, the Yak 41, or no, the Yak 28 bomber, sorry, where it's just stupid fast, and that's its weapon. It's ludicrously fast, so nothing can really keep up with it. And I believe that's at 9.3. So, I just don't understand why they felt the need to introduce the F-117 at this point, because the game is not ready for stealth technology, honestly. You have so many more Cold War era fighters, bombers, attack aircraft, and all I did was name the bombers that were missing. Don't even get me started on all the fighters from the Cold War era that are missing currently. So all I think is they should fill out the lineup before they progress even further into the future. Well, maybe not the future, but kind of towards the present, because now you're going into the late 80s, early 90s aircraft, where you're kind of running out of modern aircraft at this point, because you're already at the F-15, you have the F-14, you have the F-16, you have the MiG-29. I mean, the MiG-29 is basically already in the 2000s with its current models that are in the game, Russian-wise. So, I don't know, it just feels like a complete cash grab and a complete waste of time, because another thing with making it a squadron vehicle is you can't, unless you are in a big clan that has lots of people active on War Thunder, you will never get access to this aircraft for free. You have to pay that 7,500 Golden Eagles, which if my math is right, that's about $40. So you're basically, if you're not in a big time clan, or you have your own clan, but it's not that, or sorry, not clan, squadron. If you don't have a big squadron that you own or are part of, it's going to take you forever to just get to this aircraft, and that's not including if you're already going down another aircraft, tank, or ship. So that's basically just what I wanted to touch on. I am not really a fan of this. I mean, obviously I haven't played this because I don't have access to it. I'm not that big of a YouTuber or streamer to get access to this. So this is just a person looking through the glass window at what I think as more of a casual gamer of War Thunder. And it's not to say I don't enjoy War Thunder, I do, but I just don't want them to break air even more than it currently is, especially around that battle range, because I would say between 8.7 and 10.3 it's absolutely brutal right now, with just certain aircraft being way too OP. It has gotten better with recent patches and battle rating changes for some aircraft, but some of them are still not properly balanced. So when you're adding another aircraft, which could either be completely broken OP or completely trash, it doesn't really make sense. But that's my thoughts. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I enjoy making these types of videos, so hopefully I'll keep making them. But till next time, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.